Welcome to the WNBA Picks and Plays edition. My name is Abby. This is for Friday, August 15th. We have 5 games in the WNBA to discuss with you today. We have a big slate of games to go over with you. The odds are, of course, on the front end of your screen, as you can see, covers.com, line moves, totals, injury report. On the back end of the screen, which is more of an extensive look with more detailed information, oddslogic.com. The latest up-to-the-minute information on line moves, the over-unders, the totals, and the injury report. Up to the second, up-to-the-minute information at your fingertips. Oddslogic.com. More of an extensive look. You will have the oddslogic.com lines and everything in the description below. You can go to oddslogic.com. It covers all professional sports leagues. So it's a good opportunity to look into that, especially with this upcoming fall season. We got this college football starts next week, right around the corner. NFL next month it starts, and we got other professional sports starting in the fall. So it's a good time to get on board with oddslogic.com. I'll have that in the description below so you can take advantage of that opportunity. Again, it's oddslogic.com. So we are going to start off with the first game here. The first of 5 games we'll look at. We will check out Golden State at Chicago. That's the first game on the board. So this one here opened up -4. Golden State Valkyries, total 151. That total has now come down to 149. We're seeing 149 right now. So starting to see 149 and a half, but mainly 149 now. The spread, however, has gone to 7. 7s across the boards, although we are starting to see 7.5. So it's moving a little bit, but mainly 7s across the board. We are going to look at the injury report for this game. Get a first-time look at what's happening. Now, as you know, in the Chicago-Connecticut game, 3 players got suspended. I know Ariel Atkins got suspended for a game, I believe, and I don't remember the 2 other players on Chicago. But I believe they face a suspension, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's why the line has gone up from -4 Golden State to 7.5. So we'll look at this. Let's look at this right now. So Angel Reese is out, obviously, with a back issue. Courtney Advantage flew out for the season, of course. I might be wrong. It looks like I'm not seeing Ariel Atkins here on the suspended list. I guess she probably didn't get suspended, but I'm not seeing anything like that. I thought there'd be a suspension, but from what I'm seeing here, I don't see her name on the list. Maybe they'll add it later on today, but I'm not seeing that right now. But that's the injury report so far for both teams, Chicago and the Valkyries. We will look at this game further. So we'll see here. Public on the under in this game. You like the under in this basketball game, but not sure. No play on the total. Passing on the total, but like the under in this game. So we're going to look ahead at the head-to-head. I believe they played already. Let's double-check that, though. Yeah, they played twice already. They played 2 times. First game June 27th in Golden State. The Valkyries were an 8.5-point favorites. Chicago covered that game and won 83-76 and went over 158. Second game, August 1st, they played in Chicago about 2 weeks ago. Valkyries were 4.5-point favorites, and they won 73-66 and went under to 153. So we'll look. I don't have a client play for this game, but I will give you a play here. Second game, Yeah, Angel recently played the second game. She was out. Yeah, she was out of the lineup for the second game. Didn't play. But we'll look at the last 5 games between these teams. Last 5 against other opposition. The Valkyries have won 3 straight games, and right now the Valkyries are 3-2 last 5, and are 2-3 to the under. So they're doing it with defense primarily to win these games. All about the defense for the Valkyries. That's how they're getting it done. Chicago, on the other hand, they've gone in the opposite direction. They're basically 1-4 in their last 5 games. They've lost 3 straight, and they're basically 0-5 to the under. Yeah, so this team has struggled clearly offensively. Don't think it'll get any better in this game, but let's look here. Let's take a look and see. I don't have a client play for this game, but I will give you a recommended play for this one. Let's see here. We're going to look at the team total. This is the best angle to take. Team total, Chicago, under 71.5. So we like Chicago in the team total under. Right now, Chicago's last 5 games, they haven't scored. They've only scored over 71 points once. And that was against Washington at home. I don't see them getting past this number. They haven't gotten past this number in 3 games. So basically, in 4 of their last 5 games, they've been scoring under 71.5 points. So I list. This is the one I would recommend. Chicago team total under 71.5. That's the way I would go in this game. That's the best angle for this game that we recommend for you. All right, so that's the first play. I have nothing on the side, just that team total under 71.5. So that's the first game we've gotten out of the way. So we're going to look at game number 2. We have Washington at Indiana. Indiana's starting to go into a bit of a tailspin right now. Major tailspin. They've lost a bunch of games, but we'll look at the opening number. Indiana 8.5-point favorites. That's the opening number, and it stayed at 8. It has not even really moved. It's gone down to 8, but it stayed. And I have a client play for this game. Yeah, it's at 8. It's come down to. It's 8.5. Come down to 8. Hasn't not much movement in this game at all. Very little movement in this game. And for the total, open up at 161. Now we're seeing it at 163, pretty much across the board. So look at the injury report for this one. And J.C. Sheldon, they acquired her from the Connecticut Sun. She is out for Friday's game in Indiana with an ankle injury. Shakira Austin, leg injury, is out Friday at Indiana. Those are 2 key players. Caitlin Clark is out for Indiana, groin injury. She's done, pretty much out indefinitely. Sydney Colson out for the season with a leg injury. Ari McDonald's out for the season with a foot injury. Wow. The injuries keep piling up and piling up. So that's all for the injury report. Now we're going to look at the public and sharps for this game. So the side here is 50-50. A little bit of resistance on the side. The total, they like the under in this game. Around the under. Public all over the under in this one. So we're going to look into this game further. We will check this game out. So as you can see, they've already played twice. They played twice this season already. First meeting, May 28th, 2025, in Washington. That's when everybody was healthy squad. Washington was a 4-point underdog. They won 83-77. They went under the 165. Second meeting, June 3rd in Indiana. Fever 5-point favorites. They won 85-76, under 161. So this is now the third meeting between these two teams. So we look at the last five between these two teams. Last five for Washington, 1-4 last five. And they are 3-2 to the over last five games. As for Indiana, I believe they've lost 3 straight, if I'm not mistaken. No. They are 2-3 in their last 5 games. Yeah, 2-3 in their last 5. And they are 1-4 to the under. So they're 1-4 to the under, Indiana. And Washington, 3-2 to the over. So for me in this game, I like Washington here in this spot. I like Washington plus the 8.5. Even with all the injuries that they had, Shakira Austin, J.C. Sheldon, I still feel Washington has enough offensively to keep this game close within the 8.5 points. I do like Washington here in this spot. I actually gave away my client play, so I gave you guys a free client play right there. I actually gave it away. I shouldn't have given it away, but I gave it to you guys by mistake. But it is what it is. We'll give it to you here. Plus 8.5 Washington. That's my play. Indiana, they look vulnerable to me right now. They're in a vulnerable state, and I think Washington's catching them at the right time. So give me Washington plus the 8.5. I like them here in this spot. So you guys got a free client play. Check that out. So we'll go to the next game here. I don't have a play on the total. I'm going to leave that alone. I just took Washington plus 8.5. Next game we're going to look at here. Third game here. You're looking at Los Angeles at Dallas. This is the third game here. This one opened up LA 2.5. Total 178.5. Those are the opening numbers for the side and the total. So now the spread's gone to 5.5, pretty much across the board. And the total is still at 178, but we're seeing at a few books come down to 177.5. So it's dropped a little bit, just by about a full point in some books, not all books. It's still at 178 right now. So we're going to look at the injury report for this game. Cameron Brink had an ankle injury in the last game against New York. She was out, but she's going to be back tonight. She's upgraded to be playing this evening at Dallas with the ankle injury. Arike Ugnabowale is downgraded to being out for Friday's game versus LA with a knee injury. Seems like that's it. Yeah, that's it for this game. That is it for this game. We will look at the public and sharps for this game. Yeah, we'll look at the public and sharps for the LA Dallas game right now. Public all over Dallas, and they are on the under. They like the under in this game. So public on the under and Dallas. in this game. We look at this game further. We'll take a look at it. So let's look at this one here. They've only played once this season, June 6th. Cameron Brink didn't play in this game, but it didn't matter. LA still won in Dallas, 93-79. And they were 3-point favorites, and they covered. And it's under 174. This game went under the 174. So LA right now, last 5 games. They are 3-2 last 5, and are 4-1 to the over. So LA is an over machine, playing to the over all the time. Dallas, meanwhile, their last 5. One and 4 last 5 games, and 1-4 to the under. So they are playing to the under. So my recommendation for this game is, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look here. I'm going to look at, for me, I'm going to take a look at the over in this game. I like the over. I know the public is all over the under, but I'm going to disagree with the public on this one. I do like the over in this game. I understand the first game went under 174, but I like the over in this one. I'm going to take the over. 177.5. Obviously, don't expect any sort of defense in this game. LA's going to be going to be a run and gun game. So I like LA to control the pace, dictate the pace, and have this game go over the 177.5. 178, over 178.5. So I like the over here. I don't have to play on the side. The side I'm going to leave alone. I just like LA in this spot and the over. I'm sorry. I like the over in this game. Excuse me. I like the over 178. I said LA. I like the over 178. That's it there. So we went to the third game here. Let's see. So game number 4. Seattle at Atlanta. This is played at a neutral site game at Gateway Center Arena. This is in College Park, Georgia. So this is not going to be at Atlanta's regular arena where they play at. They've moved it to the Gateway Center Arena in College Park, Georgia. So it's a neutral site game. So it opened up Atlanta 1.5-point favorites. Now it's 2.5 right now across the board. Total opened up at 161. We're seeing, let's see here. Yeah, we're seeing 161, and now we are seeing 160.5. Starting to come down a bit to 159.5 at some books, but shop around and check the best number for yourself. So we are going to look at the injury report here. Now this is the second meeting. They're playing basically the second time within the last 3 days. They did play on Wednesday. Yeah, they played Wednesday. And now this is the second time in 3 days, or 2 days, second time in 2 days that they're playing each other head to head. This time it's in Atlanta. That's where the game's at. So we'll look at the injury report for this game here. Seattle, Atlanta. So Jordan Canada's out indefinitely with a leg injury. And let's see, for Seattle, just the usual suspects that have been out from day one. Nika Mule out with a knee injury. Katie Lou Samuelson's out with a knee injury. So look into this game further. Let's look here. We'll look at the public inside for this game. So public, it's a mixed bag between Seattle and Atlanta. So a very mixed bag. The public in sharp play, a little bit of resistance. Public all over the under. They like the under in this game. 160.5 to the under. They're liking the under here. Yeah, they're on the under. So we'll look into this game further. We'll check this out. So they've already played 3 times. This is the 4th and final time. So first meeting was May 30th in Seattle. Seattle 5-point favorite. Atlanta covered 94-87. It was a 5-point underdog. Went over 156. Second game, July 3rd in Atlanta. Seattle, a 1-point underdog. They covered and won 90-79. They won 80-79 and went over 158.5. Third meeting in Seattle, August 13th. Seattle 3.5-point favorites. Atlanta covered, won 85-75, under 161. So fourth and final meeting here. Let's look at this one here. This is a tough one. We'll look at the last 5 between these 2 teams. Tell you, Seattle, like I mentioned not too long ago, this is one of the most unluckiest teams in the WNBA that you're ever gonna see. 6 of their last 7 games have been decided by 5 points or less, and now they're on that 5-game losing streak. Last 5, 0-5. We go by the last 5 games. So 0-5 last 5, and 3-2 to the over. So Seattle on a major slide. Let's look at Atlanta. Last 5. Atlanta's on a hot streak. They're the opposite. They have won. We're going on this show. We go by the last 5 games, but they've won 6 straight technically. The last 5, they're 5-0, and 1-3-1 to the under. So Atlanta playing to the under, and Seattle, they're playing to the over. So this is another one of these games again. I had the over in this game. That was my client play last time, and we lost that one by about half a point. So that was a tough one. This one here, yeah, I would look in this game. I would look at the over. It's like I said, it's come down to 159. So shop around for the best number. Majority is 160, but FanDuel has 159. Others have 159. I would play the over at 159. So if you can get at 150, it's saying 160 now. I believe that's going to change pretty soon. And if you can shop around for the 159, if you can get at 159, play the over at 159. I agree. I'm actually going to make that a client play. I'm making that a client play. I'll be the over 159.5. I'm going to play that. So I'll be doing that over. Get it at 159 and play the over. So I'll shop around for that number, and I'm going to play the over in this game. Like I said, in the 3 meetings that they've played, 2-1 to the over right now, this series. So I expect it to go over tonight. As long as it's at 159, I just take the over. I have nothing on the side. The side's a complete pass. Nothing there. Just the over 159.5. At 160, I wouldn't play the over. I just wait. Like I said, it's starting to come down to 159 at most books. But I would wait to get 159 and then play the over. That's just my thoughts on that. Let me refresh my screen for a second. Maybe they've updated. Maybe the numbers have been updated. Let me see something. It's still at 160 here. But like I said, shop around to get the 159 to get the over. Shop around for that. Because at 160, I'm not playing the over. I'll pass on the total. For the side, This is a tough one. Um, yeah, I'm gonna pass on the side. I'm not touching the side. I'm leaving that alone. I'm not gonna touch it. Just the over at 159 and a half. All right, so we have the fifth and final game we're gonna look at now. This is Las Vegas and Phoenix. The Red Hot Aces are coming to town. So that's the fifth and final game. This one opened up 3.5 Phoenix, total 166 and a half. It's now up to 4.5, and the total's gone to 168. Now we are starting to see 169s come up, but for now it's 168. So we're gonna look at the injury report for this game. Take a look at it now. See here. We'll take a look at that now. So, see the injury report here. Vegas and Phoenix. So far, it's pretty. The only one that's out here is Cheyenne Parker. Personal reasons out indefinitely. Everybody else is healthy. There's no major injuries on either team. We'll look at the sides and the sides for the totals. We'll look where the public and sharps are for the sides and the totals. So the side, bit of resistance on this game. So yeah, pretty even. A little bit of resistance on the side. Total, it's pure under. They like the under here, 168 to the under. So we're going to look into this game further. Take a look at that now. Let's look at that right now. So they played twice already. They played 2 times. So in the first game, June 15th in Las Vegas, Phoenix a 4.5 point favorite. They won 76 to 70 and went under 164. Second game, and this is in Las Vegas, so Phoenix won on the road. Second game in Phoenix, June 29th. Vegas was a 6-point underdog. They covered in 184.81, under 168 and a half. Yep, it seems like this game, what I'm observing here, the home, let me see something here. Yeah, it seems like in this game, I noticed this last year too, that for the most part, the road team is winning on the home team's court. And we're seeing that already this year already. Vegas has won, Phoenix has won in Vegas, Vegas has won in Phoenix, which is interesting. But we'll look at the last 5 for each team. Last 5 games for each team. We're going to look at that now. Las Vegas, their last 5. They've actually won 5 straight games. 5-0 last 5 games. They are 3-2 to the over. So Vegas on a roll right now. Phoenix, take a look at them. Phoenix 3-2 last 5 games, and are 1-4 to the under. Phoenix 1-4 to the under. Actually, let me take that back. 0-4-1 to the under. Excuse me, 0-4-1 to the under. That's Phoenix. So let's take a look here. This is Phoenix's last game at home, their last home game before the road trip. They're 2-1 on home so far. And Vegas, like I said, they won 5 straight. This game here, let's see, it's 4.5. Let me take a look. Four and a half. I'm going to take a look at. Phoenix 4.5. Hmm. Let me look back at the first 2 meetings of this game. Let me see something. Let me take a look at this. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see this one. Vegas. I'm gonna. Let's see. I was checking something here, guys. One moment. All right, so I've already decided here what I'm gonna do. I have a client play for this game. I do have a client play, but I'm going to take a look. Mm. We'll recommend for the show here the Vegas plus 4.5. We'll recommend Vegas plus 4.5. We'll give that for the show. Again, Vegas, they've won 5 straight games. They've been playing very well. I think they carried that big win against New York into this game against Phoenix and keep this game close. So I will give you guys Las Vegas plus 4.5. Like I said, it comes down to the wire. Vegas got some momentum. Win against New York is going to help them a lot. So I would side with Vegas here. Phoenix. And like I said, this series, to me, in my opinion, like I said before, these are the kind of games that I feel that where the road team has success on the home team's court. This is the pretty much the kind of series it's been in what I'm observing and what I'm seeing. So that's why I wouldn't talk you off of Las Vegas winning outright, but for me, preferably I would recommend the points plus 4.5 Las Vegas in the points just to keep it close. So that's my angle on that. I have a client play for this game. There is a client play for this game that we're going to give you guys. So if you want the client play, again, we're done all 5 games. We're done with them now. And if you want the client play, you got to go to sportsmomo.com, Abby Sports Picks. Today is half off Fridays, 50% off Fridays. We have it running all summer long. 50% off my plays. So I do have, let me see how many client plays I have for this game. I gave one of them out already. So altogether I have 3 client plays. I gave one client play out already. So 3 client plays altogether for the WNBA. This is half off, 50% off all picks and plays for myself and other cappers. And I'm going to have a CFL play. I'm CFL right now, last 30 days, 10-6 in the last 30 days. I'm on a 10-6 run in the CFL. So you want to take advantage of my CFL play? I'll have a CFL play tonight. Then I'm going to be running, so you can take advantage of that. For Canadian Football League lovers, anybody that likes Canadian football, I got a play tonight for you guys. So you want to jump on board on that. As part of that 50% off half price package deal for Friday for today. So take advantage of that and jump on that. Again, we'll have everything available there at sportsmemo.com, Abby Sports Picks. And don't forget to check out oddslogic.com. Latest line moves, totals, injury report for oddslogic.com. I'll have all that in the description below. So check that out and take advantage of that. As for today's plays, whether you fit or follow these plays is up to you. Good luck to you guys. Again, let's have a big Friday. Let's start the weekend off right with hit some big winners, cash some tickets. And tomorrow, we got one game tomorrow in the WNBA. So we're going to go over that game tomorrow with you guys. Until then, good luck to you guys. Stay true to yourself. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Believe in yourself. Good luck. Let's cash some tickets, hit some winners. Peace. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.